This is the Share the Knowledge podcast for DJs.
Now, the next question actually falls right into place with the last one, and the question is, how do you drop a track without mixing? Well, once again, here we are. If you know how to count music, and if you know your music, you know when a certain phrase of the song ends. So let's say in this case, you know when the chorus of song 1 will end. So you have song 2 ready on the 1, and you wait for that chorus to end. And when the new phrase is about to come in, so the new 1 after the hook comes in, that's where the new track comes in. I do a lot of my mixes that way. So I'm basically not even mixing, I'm dropping. During the warm-up, I do a lot of mixing, but during the hype part, I mix some tracks, but a lot of times I will just throw it in, drop it on the 1. So you're counting, and once you get to that last count, so that last 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, that's where the new one comes in. That way, you're still doing the same timing. If it is in the same tempo or about the same tempo, people can just continue in that same flow. Now, keep in mind, if you're playing a track that is in a totally different tempo than the last one, you can still drop it on the 1, but in that case, I would not let the other track play until the last count. What I mean by that is, if you have one track that's playing at, let's say, 95 BPM, that track is playing. If you let that play until that last 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 1, you drop a track that's 120 BPM, that's gonna shock the crowd like crazy. So if it's a familiar song, like I said, during the hype, I might drop on the 1 a lot. If it's a familiar song, I know people are gonna be singing that hook. I might even have a microphone ready to sing along as well. I'll take out the track for the last couple of counts. Let them sing the last 1 or 2 lines of the song without a beat there. That way, the impact of the new track is going to be totally different. And especially if it's also a well-known track, they're not even thinking about the tempo anymore. They just sang along to a line, and then a new banger comes in. And even though it's a different tempo, it should still work. Like normally that works for me, but don't let it play right until the end and drop it, because then 95 to 120 is gonna sound crazy. But again, it's all about knowing your music, knowing how to count music, making that a natural feeling, and then dropping it on the 1 without mixing becomes very easy. And I actually have a video about this, and I think the video is called Mixing versus Dropping It on the 1. You have to check my channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, go to the search box and you type in dropping it on the 1 or drop on the 1, you should probably find it that way. And I actually show you an example where I'm mixing and where I'm dropping it on the 1 without mixing. You just checked out a video clip from my Share the Knowledge podcast. For the full audio episodes, you can find me on SoundCloud, Anchor, and all podcast platforms. You can find links in the description box down below, so check that out as well. Make sure you subscribe to my newsletter so you don't miss out on the weekly highlights of everything I posted across all platforms. That's it for now. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you do. If you like the video, like it and share it. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.